Let's get good. This is Endless Space 2 Awakening, and we are playing as the Fireborn Guardians of the Galaxy, the Unfallen. We are slowly but surely wrapping our vines around the necks of the United Empire, who have weaseled their way into a rather large space alliance. I was asked in the comments whether or not we're now going for a conquest victory, and the answer is I would like not to. I would very, very much like to go for some form of peaceful victory, but the problem there is that the United Empire is not going to be part of that. And since they've joined this other alliance right here, they kind of have to be wiped out now. I was going to leave them one system just to make a point, but they kind of have to be wiped out now. However, it does appeal to me that, or occur to me that when we look at this, we should be able to make a advanced diplomatic demand on the Hisho here, which is lovely. Let's see, what do we want from you guys? Well, we would for sure appreciate an economic tribute. That would be lovely. We'll also take... Ooh, lots of antimatter could be nice. Yeah, let's take all the antimatter. I mean, we could also hit them up for techs. Let's see what other techs they have that we might want. Trade company HQs could be useful. Actually, trade company HQs could be very, very useful. Astro Finance, also something that could be exceptionally useful. Alright, I'll tell you what. No, we'll take the antimatter. That's way more valuable. Are you for real? They have conceded to our demands. We are getting a ridiculous amount of resources from the Hisho. Here, have a bureaucratic imbroglio yourselves, Cravers. We don't have any reason to care. Like, really, we don't. If y'all want to start something, there'll be something. We're in a position where all we get to do is shoot everybody anyway. It's not what we wanted, but it's where we're at, so kind of whatever. Let's see. What else can we do here? Parks Not Quarks could be useful for us. I think lower fleet costs could also be useful for us. I wish lower fleet costs actually reduced the cost of... Like, if it reduced the cost of maintaining fleets, I would find it way, way more useful. But it would be way too early in the political tree for that anyway. Trusted Broker, I guess, is the only thing that's worth taking here, but we are already negative. That's right, so we're not going to mess with that. We'll leave it. That's what I was like, why is there a slot open? That's why there's a slot open. Because we're already negative, so we need to fix that. We could do this. I think we will, actually. We'll take the risk. We'll dump everything we have into trying to get the Spear of Isyander. Because if we can do that, we can use that to help finish this war. Plus, it prevents the other side from getting it, which would be terrible. Arcturus has been successfully hacked, so what we're going to do here is steal a tech, and we'll take commercial frameworks anyway. Ha! Now we have trade companies. Go figure how that just worked out. Enhanced Forest Class Hull is the next thing in our research queue, which is why we need Quadronix and Orichalcix. Alright. Pi has leveled up here. What you got for me, Pi? God, Pi is a great governor right now, super well leveled out. We'll take the system expansion disapproval reduction. Actually, no, we won't. We will take this one or this one. This one. This will reduce the dust upkeep on our hero by 25% because he is assigned to a system, which is lovely. Calgeros, Unfallen and Unfallen. We have completed a couple more PBs on Sylphie. Even more PBs are coming out of queue. Reduced Aurora Waves on Nakos for getting rid of the permanent monsoon there as well. Gistrid looks to have completed pretty much everything that it can build, which is great because that means that now we can go ahead and do super biofuel here, after which we can do careful sweeping, after which we can potentially do... so many other options. I mean, this is actually a great one, but I think I was planning on building that in our home system. We can do Body Language Institute now if we want more influence. That's the main reason why I wanted to trade for antimatter, was because I know we were building those to get more influence, so I think we'll do that. But I think I want to build the mantle in Sylphie as well, so let's go take a look at that. Specifically Sylphie here. Build the mantle, please. Build the mantle, that'll be great. Pirate bombers, or pirate boarders, are coming out just fine. I think maybe we'll start terraforming here after that. We have reached the point where it's almost worth it to consider building a behemoth just to terraform stuff, but I'm not 100% sure that we want to do that just yet. Soon we'll be able to get Quadronix here, at which point we'll build Expanded Mines and Minor Union. Until then, though, they are ecstatic, so we don't need anything from that. I guess we just do super biofuel and all these sort of science improvements that we have not done yet. Yeah, I think that's a good idea here. We do need more population types here in ESO. More population types is going to be an important thing for them. So let's go ahead and just queue up all the things. Like, that's basically what we're doing. We're just queuing up all the things. Pulvis Productions is fine. Let's actually move Pulvis Productions up, though. We want that right after Careful Sweeping. Dust is going to be more important than either of those things, and since we'll have it relatively soon, we will put the Miners Union in queue, and we'll probably put that right after Sustainable Farms. And we may move Sustainable Farms up past Science stuff. Yeah, let's do that. While we're at it, we are going to go ahead and start sending some population over there so that we can kind of diversify a little bit. If we do click on our populations here, we can see that ESO only has one pop type. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there just 4 there? There is just 4 in Herolium. 1, 2, 3. I wish it was actually easier to just... Oh, wait, it is easier. If you go here, I think it just tells you... Yeah, there you go. Plus 2 more. It exceeds, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 population types here in Gistrid. So Gistrid is a system that we can start moving population off of to create more population in other places. So if we come to Sylphy, Sylphy has 5. So we actually want to send somebody from Gistrid to Sylphy, and some people from Sylphy to somewhere else that has even less. So let's look at Sylphy and see what population they might have that somebody else would not have. That's actually very limited. They have quite a few Unfallen that we could just send to a system that needs population in general. But our population grows so quickly that there aren't many of those systems in the first place. So what we might do here, and this is kind of terrible to do, but sometimes you do bad things for the right reason, guys. Sometimes you do bad things for the right reason. We're gonna go to Sylphy, and we'll target a system that we know is capped and can't grow, like Libra. I said we're gonna go to Sylphy. Go to Sylphy, game! Fine. We're already in Sylphy, okay. So Libra's already targeted, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna target Libra, and we're gonna take 3 Unfallen pop and just basically put them in limbo. Now, that may seem kind of cruddy, but it is kind of cruddy. What's not kind of cruddy, though, is that now we have 3 slots open in Sylphy, and what we can do is send some population over from Gistrid that they do not have, which in this case, Pulsos would be one of those. Who else might they have? Calgaros? We should have Calgaros there. Oh, we don't. So we'll send Calgaros and Pulsos from Gistrid. Is there any other pop type that we don't have there that we do have in our empire? There is a Hisho population in Libra, so we could do that too. So let's go to Gistrid and send over a Pulsos and a Calgaros. So Gistrid, I would like you to target Sylphy and send over a Pulsos and a Calgaros. Or, I'm sorry, a Harashen. No, it was a Calgaros we needed. Okay, so send those to Sylphy, please. And then while we're at it, we're going to come back in here, and I believe that it was Libra that had the Hisho pop, yes? Yes. So we're going to jump into Libra here and be like, hey Libra, can you send that Hisho population to... Oh, you can't because you don't have a thing yet. So we do need to build a level 2 modernization here, which means we need Jadniks. So we're going to go ahead and buy some Jadniks real quick. We don't have any money, so we'll have to sell a little something, but that's not too bad. We'll just sell 44 of this. Sure, 43 is fine too. And then we'll go ahead and take Jadniks here, and we need at least 25, I believe it was. So let's go find that. I'm just going to buy 50 to make it simple. Okay, so now we can build this. It'll be done in 1 turn, and then we can send that Hisho pop down the pipeline. Now, I do want to ensure that ESO is somewhere where we can get them back safely. And it's really not. ESO's way out here, so it is kind of dangerous to send that Hisho pop back like that. But there's not a lot of other ways for us to get Hisho pop, and we are going to occupy the next UE system that we take, and the reason for that is because we want their population type. So that's something we're also going to be keeping in mind. I believe we had our second fleet on its way up there to back these guys up, or we were sort of preparing them to. Yeah, that's right. We have this fleet that will arrive here. I should have stopped there and put engines on them, but whatever. They'll be in that other system in 1 turn anyway, so that's fine. Atmospheric filtration has completed, which gives us access to colonizing ash planets. Low Kelvin Sciences has completed, which gives us another hacking operation, plus 10% hacking speed. It also gives us 3 vision range, and access to Q field fleet accelerators, which are very useful. They do require quadronics, though, which we don't have a ton of. We could pick some up off the market if we wanted to, but I would imagine it's relatively expensive. It is, so what we're going to want to do is find our fleets that have heroes, like this fleet. We go into his ship design, we're going to pull this off, we're going to replace it with quadronics. It's going to cost us 5. That'll be all of our quadronics right there. In the meantime, we should actually update this ship in general, so what we're going to do is give it a cleaver. Because this is a hero ship, we can afford to spend a little bit of resources on it. We also want to give it some more missiles, or rather some new missiles. Did that work? Can we just drop them over the old ones? That would be really nice. So in this case, let's see if we can just drop them over the old ones. Although here, yeah, these ones are actually better than the titaniums. In this case, they are not better than the antimatters, so we're going to go with that. And then we already put our quadronics thing on there. Ram scoop doesn't change, which is great. And we have Hyperion probes here, but I think what we really want is an anti-cloaker. I think an anti-cloaker is going to be much more beneficial on our hero ship here. So let's go with that. He should be all upgraded now, which means his fleets will move even faster, and he'll be able to anti-cloak stuff and do more damage. That being said, we may actually move him to this combat fleet to help them get along once they sort of land. And then right here, we also have our other governor, or not our governor, but our fleet commander. So we're going to hop into his ship and do much the same. Upgrade his missiles. Fleet is not orbiting one of the player's star systems. Oh, okay. That's problematic, but whatever. Oh, wow. No, it's not. It's not problematic at all. Invade! Blitz. How is that a minor victory? They had 0 manpower on system, but okay. Sure. Whatever you say, game. Whatever you say. It does bother me that the UC is right here. Like, it doesn't make me super comfortable that they're hanging out in our system like that. But we're allied with them, so I'm going to leave it alone for right now. Plus, we don't really have a Vine fleet up there, I don't think. So there's not a lot we can do about it, even if we wanted to. Let's see where our other Vine fleets are, because I know we had 2. Is the other one here? It is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break out... Actually, first let's go take a look at the design, make sure we can't put any more engines on them. We can't. So I'm going to break out that Vine fleet. Could send them up here to Pleone to entwine Pleone, which isn't a terrible idea, but I'd rather send them up this way so that they can entwine Pardalis when the time comes. It's just going to take them a very, very long time to get there, especially without a fleet governor, or a fleet admiral to help them. However, they will be relatively safe if they go this way, because they basically just go through a bunch of, unoccupied space. I like that, that's fine. And there is no blockade here from these pirates, which means that they are quest pirates, and they will not cause a problem, in theory. If they catch our ships and kill them, I'm going to be very irritable, but whatever. Okay. Everything's looking good here. Done. Oh, hacking operations are left. So not quite done. Altair is tracing us back. We do have a hack on there that is potentially going to finish in time, which we can accelerator here. Not sure how much time that will save us. It'll be done in 2 turns. They will probably reach us by that time. But it's kind of not that big of a deal. Yeah, it'll be fine. On the other hand here, we can go for another hack on Arcturus. We can also use Arcturus to start hacking our way into what looks like the Vaulter Empire? Yes. But the Vaulter Empire capital is not anywhere that we can see right now, which means that, oh, it is somewhere we can see. It's just way out there, so we're not going to get there anytime soon. So I think our best bet here is just to do another hack from Shaddai to Arcturus. That is 6 turns. However, some of those turns are travel time. I'm not sure if it combines... Actually, this is a great question for you, Skypes, if you're watching this. Does it combine travel time plus hack time on the system, or is the 6 that it shows the travel time, and then we get the hack time on system when it arrives? If that's how that works, that's a lot more interesting. Okay, so in the meantime, that all seems good. One thing we could potentially do to prevent the trace... No, actually, I don't think that would prevent the trace. I was thinking we put a defensive thing there, but I think as soon as the trace hits Nihal, it succeeds. I'm not sure. We'll have to watch that and find out. Okay. That little scanner guy, he's just hanging out. No, he's scanning a thing. Hey, they have quadronics there. I would really like to snatch that system from them now. Okay, ending our turn. We are hitting our stride, so to speak, though. We're now expanding throughout the galaxy. We have a ton of production coming in. We were being held in by the UE for a little bit, but it's honestly not a problem anymore. A Harashim farmer in one of the more distant outposts of your empire has made a startling discovery. For reasons that are not entirely clear, but thought to originate in the combination of unusual Harashim farming techniques with unique soil chemistry, their crops have grown prodigiously. If this can be extended to other planets, the Empire could generate massive food surpluses. Hello, nurse! That's awesome. Possess at least 9 cold planets. We're close. When you're ready to pay 500, search the Curiosity on the planet Gistrid 3. Plus 2 food per Harashim during 20 turns, or plus 4 food per Harashim on sterile planets during 20 turns. It's sad that it only lasts for 20 turns, but I'll take this one? Maybe? Yeah. I'll take this one because we have more control over it, and it affects all of our Harashim pops so we don't have to micromanage what planets they're on. Produce the most industry in the galaxy. In 10 turns, own the system producing the most industry. That'll be us. That'll be us, without any doubt whatsoever, that's us. Decisive victory in Pardalis. No. No. You guys brought the UE in. You have to kick the UE out if you want peace. We will absolutely occupy Pardalis. I'm not sure how that works without us having vines. Pardalis has been captured. It just gives us vines. Oh, wow. Okay. That greatly changes plans. Mr. Vineship, you're gonna come back over here now. Because we don't need you out there. We can just capture enemy systems and that will build vines automatically. How amazing is that? I was not expecting that. That absolutely drastically changes everything. Okay. Plus 100 science. That was actually one of the reasons why I wasn't occupying systems, was because I was assuming that it would basically cause a lot of problems for us. Without having vines there, we just lose it anyway, but that does not seem to be the case, and instead we're just flush now with more populations especially. So we're actually going to take mass advantage of that by targeting Sylphie and sending back everything we don't have there already. So Sisters of Mercy. We already have Calgeros. Vaulter Pop is one we do not have there yet, so Vaulters can go. I think that's it. I had hoped there were more, but that's okay. Yeah, this is hilarious. Okay. So then we'll just put production stuff in queue. And we're probably well over cap, and it probably doesn't matter. We're devoted pretty much everywhere, except Pardalis, which is mutinous, which is, you know, just a function of being captured. We're well over our cap, and it basically does not matter. Sylphie has gained a Basrixo population, which means we will need to send more population off system, so we'll go ahead and send 3 more Unfallen off Sylphie, I think. Just to make space for the new pops that should be coming in. Iso should now have the ability to send over that Hisho population that it had. So let's go over here to Iso and say, hello, where's your Hisho pop? What? They don't have one. What happened? You had a Hisho population. We know you did. Somebody did. Was it Libra? It was Libra. Oh no, we built the thing on the wrong system, or we just used the wrong system. That's the correct answer. Okay, so we'll select Sylphie here, and we will send a Hisho population over. Beautiful. Oh, and I gotta check the market. You were absolutely right, Anna. We did not set this to 25%. We just raised it and didn't set it. Now we've set it. So now we're taking a huge tax on anything people spend money on, which is great. We can be looking for more admirals here. We can also be looking for more governors. I'd rather pick up more governors than more admirals, though, to be honest. E is actually a really nice option here because of this final skill, although I would really like to pick up some Hisho heroes as well. I think what we'll do here, though... Hello, you're a counselor. You have an interesting... Nope, you're a fleet counselor, which is not useful. Okay, so we need 20k to pick up E here. I think we'll do that. What we'll do to get that money is we'll just sell, like, 100 titanium, because we have so much. We'll sell like 50 Hyperium as well. That should easily get us where we need to be. Oh, we're already there. Okay, we're already there. I'm just gonna buy E. So now we have another... We're not gonna buy E like that. You guys just... You know what I mean. You know what I mean. We could put E here in Pardalis, but I think we might actually be better off moving somebody that has a little bit of a happiness bonus. It might even be worth moving Barmoxa there. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll move Barmoxa there, and then Perseus, which is a new system, we'll put E in so that he can gain some levels. Yeah. Barmoxa, you're gonna go here, because you will help them be less unhappy. Not completely fix it, of course, because we don't have access to the skill that does that yet on any of our heroes, but soon. Soon we will. No, we're actually quite a ways away from there. It would help us to have a religious party so that we could boost our hero XP, but that's not going to happen anytime soon, I suspect. Alright, E, here's what we want from you. All the production, all the food. Wait a minute. All the production, all the dust. There you go. Much better. Okay. We have plenty of food. We don't need additional food. We have more than enough. Oh. Alright then. That's a fleet. This is also a fleet, though. I am slightly concerned here, but we should have this fleet coming together. Yeah, we do. So what we'll do here... Can't afford to upgrade those right now, but we can if we sell some more stuff. So we're going to sell 50 units of Hyperium. That'll give us more than enough to upgrade those ships. And merge them into this fleet. So we're going to merge this fleet up. Oh, we'll exceed. We only get to have one of those pirate cruisers, which is fine, so we're going to put that in there. And then we're going to send this ship, or this fleet, right here. They will make it in time to provide backup, which is very, very important here. Okay, that's cool. That's exactly what we want. Now, this fire ship fleet is engaged already, I believe, or are they not? They just captured somebody here. They're not actually engaged, which means we can attack with our new pirate fleet and see how this goes. So that's actually very, very exciting here. Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to test this out. All we need to do is board them. Let's see what their weapon types are. They are pretty much all in on projectiles. Are they short-range projectiles, though? Oh, wow. Okay. Bad strategies are bad strategies, I guess? We'll go power to shields here, I think, mainly because it keeps us at a longer range. We don't really want anything going into that medium range that they're so inclined to be in, so I think if anything we'll leave like one cruiser up there, and then move everything to these longer ranges. Primarily just so that they don't get a flotilla advantage by having a third flotilla when we don't, but at the same time we really don't actually want to have that medium range fleet. Bombers here do represent somewhat of a threat, but at the same time we have boarding pods on top of boarding pods. This should be fine, and I really should have put back in that strategy that reduces defenses. Maybe we'll do that after this. We'll see. Because I'm not sure if that 50% damage reduction applies to crew damage as well. Oh, they just ran. Why you guys do this? We wanted to be friends. Now we're sad. We're sad, guys. They just don't want to be our friends. I don't know why. We're such nice people. We're such nice tree people. I don't know why they don't want to be our friends. I'm very hurt by that. Oh god. Okay. Let's repair our ship for 9,000, or our ships for 9,521. Then we'll send these guys over here. Oh, hello. That's a fleet. That is a very large fleet, actually. So now we know we need to be prepared for that. What's crazy is we were not able to... Oh, wow, they've been cracking out cruisers here for a little bit, it looks like. So we definitely want to ramp up our fleet construction here. We do have some extra ships that we can kind of just throw away because they're all garbage. I guess upgrade them? Sure. Upgrade them all and then send the garbage fleet here? Yeah. That garbage fleet can go get exploded for all we care. We don't really care. That's actually effective for us if they get exploded. And then we do have a siege fleet here that we want to bust out and bring over here to Nihal just in preparation to siege Tylus. We probably want to start building more combat fleets as well somewhere, though, because they do have a very large fleet stack there, and it does actually have quite a bit of power. Unfortunately, until we get to see how effective that pirate fleet is, we're not going to be able to lean on that too much. But what we did do is start construction on our lightships, or rather start on our lightship design. We will have, in 2 turns, access to more modules for those ships. So what we should do in the meantime is probably figure out which system has the most production. That's going to be Sylphie for sure. We already have some more pirate bombers and some more pirate cruisers here. They're actually taking longer to produce than I would have expected from our production. However, part of that is probably that we are not like not industrial zone, but we are not terraformed to forests here, which will be very high production. How long does that take? 2 turns. I think what we want to do here is start switching everything here to forests. Oh, that's already a forest. Yeah, I think that's definitely something that will help our production numbers, so we'll do that. We may have to, in the meantime, look at what our second highest production system is, which is going to be Herolium. It's actually pretty far out there, though. It's problematic. It's problematic. Gistrid will soon be done with its super biofuel factory, so what we might do here is have Gistrid finish and start building some great clubs. We'll just build 4 great clubs right here. We actually probably can't fleet that many of them. I think we can only fleet 3 with some support vessels or something. So what we'll want to do is potentially go up here and look for a little bit more CP. I would actually also like to get some more tactic slots, so if there's one that gives us tactic slots and CP, that's where I'm at. Unlock additional tactics. I'm going to search tactics here because I want to see specifically what will unlock additional tactic slots. Is that something that's attached to Empire, or to tiers or whatever, or specific things? See, like, this unlocks additional tactic sets, and that's great, but I want to know what gives us more battle tactics. Unlock this slot by unlocking specific military technologies. Okay, but which ones? Which ones, game? Tell me the thing that I want to know. Tactics. It's weird too, because like I don't know that there is a specific symbol for just unlocking additional slots. Yeah, that's throwing me off. Wonder if we can search for slot. No. Slot doesn't do it. Tactics, maybe anything? No, not really. So I wonder if they are specifically then tied to... No? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Maybe unlocking additional tactics actually unlocks additional tactic slots as well. I'm not entirely sure about that, so what I'm going to do for now is just get us some more CP. Getting us some more CP will be perfect. It'll allow us to field a full-on fleet of our carriers here. Sorry guys, the word just slipped my mind. It has been a busy couple of days. Like, my brain is on overdrive trying to make sure that everything works out. Trade Clearing Bureau, Factions Home System. We do have access to trading companies now, so I want to kind of take advantage of that soon, but I'm not sure where. I think ESO is an ideal place for us to build a trading company or a subsidiary for sure. Oh, interesting. Okay. So let's do a level 2 modernization there to start. We'll throw a trading company in queue here. Nope, that's not what I want. I want that. Yeah, that's fine. Just like that. And then once that's built, we'll put a subsidiary in ESO, I think, because that's going to be one of the best trade routes we can hit. Yeah, that's probably the best thing we can do. Okay. So, got a pirate cruiser here that's just hanging out, got a quick scan here that's just hanging out. We still have blockading here. Yes, we do. Good job. Making sure that the blockade stays up. We could start sieging Deneb, potentially, but there could also be enemies in that system. What's crazy here is we don't actually need this vine ship at all, because we are able to instead utilize our just basically capturing these systems. So since we don't need those vine ships, what I might do here... let's pull him off and take those vine ships and send them over here. We're going to send them to our allies and begin to entwine our allies' systems. And then once we've done that, we'll actually take that hero, and we will assign him and his ship to our pirate fleet, or vice versa, I suppose. There we go. Cool. So now we actually have a combat hero assigned to our pirate fleet. Everything is all good. We're going to go ahead and end our turn here and see what happens. Did we just find a hidden fleet here? Is that what that little symbol is, or is that a fleet that's coming in? I think that's a fleet that's coming in. It may actually be the same fleet that retreated last turn, which is hilarious. I think they tried to come back in stealthed, and that worked out as well as it sounds like it worked out. We will boost Pulsos and Sisters of Mercy, as well as Basrixo. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but sure, good for you, buddy. Server ID duplication here again. Oh, this is on Altair. This is on the UE. Oh, wait, no. No. Prevent all fleet movement, wounds the system hero Dmitrilenko, topple government. We can change their government type, we can infiltrate a scanner, or we can support revolutionaries, which uses the populations of systems to spawn pirate invasion fleets, forces the target to use a detrimental ground battle play as defense on this system for 3 turns. That's actually really strong. We'll go with that. We will go with that. We will wage all of the war here. This is going to be glorious, guys. Just glorious. Thanks for the money from that civilian ship. That was absolutely foolish. I don't know why you would do that. Oh, we forgot to put more money in, and we got 4th. We could have dumped more money, and that... darn. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. We dumped 14k in for nothing because I'm bad at life. That's what that was. Ha ha ha. No. Alter population lost on Pardalis. That is because Pardalis is currently in anarchy or whatever, which we expect. Okay, Herolium. Do more careful sweeping. I mean, yeah, other than careful sweeping, I don't think there's anything else we have to build here. Body Language Institute would be okay. Why are we at such a deficit from this now? From law upkeep, from trade agreements, from science agreements? How did that suddenly shift? Oh, because we refused that treaty. Because we refused that treaty, we got a huge malice to our influence, and we've been refusing treaties for turns and turns and turns. So I honestly can't complain about that at all, guys. It is what it is. We get what we deserve in this case. Let's go ahead and shoot these guys, see what happens. They do have a commander. This is a rough fight for us without any doubt whatsoever. All of their damage is projectile here, and it all looks to be short-range projectile too, so if we just stay at long range, we'll get a major advantage out of that. We could also go the fewer the prouder here. That's actually a very viable strategy for this. Yeah, I think going the fewer the prouder makes sense here. Especially since we'll be engaging from longer range, so in theory, if they do blow stuff up while it's like closing distance, then by the time they get into their optimal, we may actually just eradicate a large portion of their fleet. Even if we don't here, we will probably at least go even with them, and that's fine. I'm not really worried about it. We'll go ahead and watch this one, and that'll be the end of this episode because we're already over time right now. Come on. Bam. Alright, show us the battle, guys. You got this. Got this? Make the UE pay. Blow them up, decimate their fleets. If we can invade this system within the next 3 turns, they have to pick a detrimental battle tactic, and we'll just basically roll them. So if we clear this fleet, we basically capture Tylus. Come on, guys. Do that damage. Beams across the hull. Beams across the hull. Let's go. God, I love watching the beams. I don't know why. I have a thing for lasers. I love them in MechWarrior. I love them in this. Just not a projectile person. I like the way that lasers rake across the hull and the metal of a target. It just looks great. It's satisfying. It's like you're scarring them whether you win or lose. Come on, guys. Come on. We're honestly okay with our ships popping here, too. Oh, one of theirs just popped. But we're okay with our ships popping. If our ships pop here, then we get more damage. Oh, there goes one of our ships. Their bombers did the job. Oh, there's another one. Okay, now we're maybe not so excited. But the upside here is... Oh no, there's no upside. We're probably losing this fight. Even with the damage increase, we are probably losing this fight. I think we just hit their optimal. I think we probably just hit their optimal range here. And those bombers are doing significant damage here. But ships are hanging in there. Come on, guys, hang in there. Do your damage. Get it in there. As long as they suffer losses too here, we don't care. We have another fleet of cheap ships coming in that are basically sacrifice ships. Oh boy, there we go. Another ship down. Is this the end of the fight cruising animation where their ships... Yeah, their ships aren't firing. They won that clearly. Okay, grave defeat. We did take out 3 of their ships though. We gained 900 dust and 900 science, so was that a loss? I don't know. Created some debris fields in the system, and as I said, we have another fleet that is going to land there within a turn, so that's really no big deal. Let's go ahead and entwine Pleone here, and while we're at it, Gistrid will finish up their super biofuel factory and begin working on the Great Club, which will have more module slots in 1 turn. We will have to deal with that next time, though, because we are out of time for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!